Don't look at the bed. Not yet. If it's still there, stay calm. Don't move. We'll explain what's happening. At exactly 3:41 a.m., some people report waking up and seeing themselves. Not in a mirror, not in a dream. Their body, still asleep, in their bed.
Hello there, internet dwellers. Welcome back to another video. Today we have a very interesting channel to show off. It's the first channel in which every single video that I look at here looks like a really cool concept. And I'm not saying that there isn't other analog horrors that I've reacted to in the past that haven't had cool concepts, but I've never quite came across a channel that has very like the thumbnails just really jump out at you and it just makes you want to click. So they've got a good formula going here, that's for sure. Of course, I'm talking about Dead Signal VHS. Now, this was recommended to me by all of these people here. So thank you for recommending that. I do appreciate it. Each of these guys recommended probably a different video because all of these do look really cool. You know, you are not alone in your room. Do not see this door in your dream. I don't know how you do not see something. If you see something, that you can't really help that, can you? But yeah, look, if you see yourself sleeping, run. Do not reply to your crush. Just like really like unique sounding things that are very analog horror-y. If that is a word, it's not a word. And so we're going to go through this channel today. We're going to look at quite a few of these. So be sure to check out Dead Signal VHS. I'm going to subscribe already because I know this is going to be great. Go check out their channel. It will be linked in the description down below. Yeah, we're just going to walk through some of these or have a look through some of these. You know, nice little relaxing video. And we're going to start from the very beginning. Let's start off with this one. Do not respond to your name, which is a pretty hard thing not to do, if that made sense.
This is an official emergency alert. Please listen carefully. This is not a test. Effective immediately. Citizens are advised to ignore any voice calling their name, even if it sounds familiar.
Right.
Do not respond. Do not investigate. Close your doors and remain indoors until further notice.
Right. I mean, okay.
Authorities have reported multiple disappearances linked to an unknown auditory anomaly.
Oh.
Survivors claim they heard their names called from an empty room, and those who responded were never seen again.
That's Dark Mind. This is Dark Mind, is it not? This is from the analog horror Dark Mind. So I've said that 3 times, but I'm really just...
If you have already responded to your name, seek immediate isolation. Do not attempt to leave your home.
In terms of responding to your name, you mean saying, what? Like that,
Repeat.
or...
Do not respond to your name if you hear it. It is not them. It was never them.
It was never them.
I know you can hear me. Why aren't you answering?
Okay, see, I like little, just like small, catchy horrors like that. I think they're really cool. Hang on, let me just get this ready here. So yeah, it looks like they're using like other people's stuff, but that was Dark Mind's thing. Still a unique concept there. This one here. So they've started uploading a month ago, guys, and already they've acquired 20,000 subscribers, and some of their videos have garnered hundreds of thousands of views. So it's very impressive. So let's have a look at this one. If you see yourself, run.
This is an emergency public safety announcement issued by the Department of Homeland Security. Please pay close attention to the following message. This is not a test. Over the past 72 hours, multiple reports have emerged regarding an unexplained phenomenon. Citizens have reported seeing a person identical to themselves standing outside their home.
So it's basically just alternates. Is that what it is?
These individuals do not speak, do not blink, and do not move until they are
They don't
noticed.
move.
If you see someone who looks exactly like you standing outside, do not engage. Do not speak. Do not let them in. Authorities believe these entities are highly dangerous.
Yeah.
Their intentions are unknown. Those who have let them inside are now missing. Their homes were found empty. All personal belongings untouched. No signs of forced entry. Just gone.
Okay.
CCTV footage from multiple locations has confirmed these entities appear only to the person they mimic.
Oh, okay. So that other people can't see them. It's like Smile. Is it Smile? Or It Follows? It Follows,
No one
I
else
think,
can
is a
see
better
them.
example.
If a friend or family member claims they see their duplicate, believe them. They are not experiencing hallucinations. They are not imagining things. They are being hunted.
Oh, that's
Surveillance
disturbing.
recordings show
Okay, so I think what this analog horror creator is doing is they're doing little EAS or like emergency broadcast kind of situations in the universes that they take the analog horror concept from. So this is the Mandela Catalog. This is The Intruder right here. Previous one was Dark Mind. So it's a nice kind of like call back to each one, and I'll try and like name them as we go, but there might be a few that I haven't seen yet maybe. Just, you know, give credit where credit is due, basically.
standing outside home
I'll have a look in the description after this to see if they have done credit,
for
but
hours, watching, waiting. Authorities have analyzed the footage, and at exactly 3:33
there you
a.m.
go. There's the boiled one.
They smile. The moment they smile, it is already too late. Final warning. If you see yourself outside your home,
Yeah.
do not open the door. Do not speak. Do not make eye contact. Turn off the lights.
I'm not sure if that's one there. It looks familiar.
The blinds.
I'm not sure.
Do not acknowledge them in any way.
Right.
Under no circumstances should you let them inside. We
Right.
repeat, do not let them in. Do not let them in. Do not let them in.
I'm not gonna.
Do not let them.
I wasn't gonna. This public safety alert was issued at 3:33 a.m. We regret to inform you it's already inside. Oh gosh! Interesting. It's such a simple concept, but it works well. But let me just, no, they haven't credited the thing. So what I will do, guys, is I will credit whoever I recognize in my description, so you guys can check them out for yourself. I'll do it in the order that they appear, or I'll at least try to. Just to make it fair on the other analog horror creators, because it's cool that this person's creating concepts with other already established monsters and stuff, with nice kind of simplistic broadcast things, but credit where credit is due. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the next one here. Do not look at old
This is an
photos.
official
This one was like a what do you call it? I forgot what the monster in this one
Reports suggest
is.
an unexplained anomaly affecting personal photographs.
Yeah.
Individuals have discovered
Oh
unfamiliar figures.
my god. Look how miserable. Look, this kid pays taxes already. He's got a family of 5 himself. Look at this. Look at this. I mean, they've all got their father's eyes. Well, except that this one looks kind of normal in honesty. I'm guessing this is AI, right?
Figures
It's like
appearing
70s
in their
family.
pictures.
Yeah.
These figures were not present.
There's the
at
intruder
time
again.
The photos were taken. If you have recently
This,
noticed
I don't know what this is from, but it wasn't it like one of those, what do you call them? The little PNG things that follow you around. I forgot what they're called. We did a video on it. I can't believe my memory's this bad. You know what I'm talking about with like the, Selena Delgado, is that right? Those kind of things. What are they called? Comment, leave it in the comments, guys. You know what I'm talking
the
about.
person in your photographs whom you do not recognize, you are advised to
I
follow
don't know
these
who that is.
instructions carefully. Under no circumstances should you attempt to
That
identify
one
them.
there, what is that? That one is very familiar. I don't know what it's from
Do
though.
not ask others if they see them too.
Is it the Mandela Catalog? No, not Mandela Catalog. Is it the Walton
Identify this
Files?
person. Do not ask others if they see them too. Acknowledging their presence may increase their proximity.
Right, there's the boiled
Do
one
not
again.
search for additional photos. Doing so may accelerate their movement.
Right.
Destroying or discarding the affected
Ooh.
photographs has proven ineffective. Many reports indicate that doing so only causes the figure to reappear in more recent pictures.
I mean, it's a very unique way of like using AI, right, to create these
Standing
kind of
closer.
false scenarios.
If you notice them moving, remain calm. Do not attempt to run.
Right.
There is nowhere to go.
Brilliant. Thanks,
If
man.
the unknown figure has reached you, we regret to inform you that there is no further action to take.
Wow.
You were
know
never
what?
alone.
I don't think I'd want to watch or live in this universe, and honestly. They're just, every other day there's something going on. You turn on the TV, it's like, there's another one. So, what now? Okay? I'm not allowed to look outside. I'm not allowed to look downstairs. I'm not allowed to look upstairs. I'm not allowed to blink. I'm not allowed to fart. I'm not allowed to puke. I'm not allowed to talk. What's the point in living in this world? Bang! That's what I would do. Right, let me just have a look. No, so there's nothing in the description. I think it's so annoying. I think that was the Walton Files. I think this one is the Walton Files. I'll link them anyway. But let's move on to let's go for some of these like cool. I'll just see whatever's like looks good here. So this is not you. I like the sound of this one.
Attention citizens, please listen carefully. At exactly 4:32 a.m. this morning, you woke up. You followed your usual routine.
Did I?
You
I didn't.
stretched, yawned,
Bro, I was.
checked your phone, maybe even looked in the mirror. Everything seemed normal. But we have reason to believe that may not have been you. We advise all residents to perform an immediate verification check.
How'd you do that?
Step 1. Look around you. Do you recognize your surroundings? Are the objects in your room in the same place as yesterday?
I don't know.
Any minor
Yeah.
changes?
Maybe.
Furniture slightly moved? Unfamiliar sound?
Bro, I barely recognize big things happening, okay? So if there was some kind of like minor detail happening, no, it's too late for me.
A missing or extra item should not be ignored.
It's like observation duty, basically.
Find a reflective surface. A mirror, a phone screen, a window.
Mm-hmm.
Look closely, but do not make direct eye contact for too long. If the reflection lingers longer than you, step back immediately. Step
Right.
3. Contact someone you trust. A close friend. A family member. Ask them a specific memory only you two would know.
Mm-hmm.
If their response feels off, if they hesitate, if they smile too long,
What do you mean, smile too long on the phone? How do you know if they're
before
smiling?
you finish asking, do not continue the conversation.
Right, okay.
Hang up. If any of these checks fail, do not panic. Remain calm. Do not leave your home.
What are you meant to
Do not
do?
attempt to sleep. You have already woken up once today.
What?
Waking up again is not advised.
What?
This is your only chance to make sure you are still you.
Okay, but then it doesn't actually tell you what to do. So I'm not meant to sleep, but what? Okay, so something's gone wrong, okay? The reflection looks weird. I've called up my mum, and my mum has been acting weird on the phone. What do I do? All you're doing is creating unnecessary anxiety right here. You're not really giving a solution to what you should be doing. And by the way, if you know, this can probably people who maybe have like mental like psychosis or like schizophrenia, these kinds of videos might trigger you or set you off. So I'm just here to say these are fake. You got nothing to worry about. Everything's okay. It's all made up fiction. Okay, it's just for horror. It's all good. But yeah, this whole channel is basically made to make you feel paranoid, to make you not trust yourself or trust your surroundings, which a good horror does do that. It makes you like, you know, hyper aware of things maybe. But yeah, let's have a little look. Do not watch this video. This video is cursed. Okay, we're not going to watch it then. He stole your face, but he doesn't exist.
Have you
Okay,
ever
so
walked
this
past a
is Godzilla, right?
And felt like the reflection held on just a second too long?
Mm-hmm.
They say everyone has a twin. But what if yours wasn't real?
Oh, good lord.
Not adopted, not separated at birth, not even human. A man who looks exactly like you. Same eyes, same face, same scars. But he wasn't born. He was made. We first saw him in a small town.
Alright, so this is, I forgot what creator this was, but it was one of the first Godzilla analog horror creators. I will find them, I
Staring at a
promise.
boy through a shop window. Not moving, not blinking, just watching. No one else saw him. Only the boy. And on the security footage,
boy.
he didn't appear at all.
Right.
Later, the boy stopped speaking.
I don't know
His
what that
mother
one is,
says
but
he
that's
whispers
terrifying.
To the walls now. He keeps saying, "That's not me. That's not me. That's not me." Authorities called it stress. The town priest called it a split soul. But we found something worse. Old
Okay.
government files. Abandoned
Government files?
experiments. A project labeled MIRROR 37.
Mirror
It aimed to
37.
Copy human identities, not clone. Copy no DNA, no blood. Just a perfect shell wearing your face. And now people are reporting sightings all over the country. If you've seen
Well, like people that just look like
someone
you.
who looks too much like you, walking outside, sitting at your bus stop, looking through your window. Do not approach.
Well, if they're looking through my window, they're gonna catch. I don't have a gun. I'm in the UK. I'm gonna pretend to shoot them, and they're gonna look at me crazy and probably just move on because they think I'm mad.
Do not speak, and whatever you do not let them in.
He's inside. Well, all of these somehow get inside anyway, you know, so screw it. Come on in. We're having a tea party at this point, you know. It's all good. I blinked, it didn't. The mirror smiled before I did. Okay, this is very similar to this one. I'm noticing a theme here. That you got, look, if you see yourself run, if you see your twin run, they are deleting New York. I don't know what that means. Do not go to school. Okay, why not?
This is a Level 3 educational protocol announcement issued by the State Department of Student Welfare.
Yeah.
Please listen carefully. Do not attend school tomorrow.
Oh,
All
yeah.
institutions are to remain officially closed, even if you see them open. Do not approach any staff or faculty. Do not respond to announcements, bells, or roll calls. And most importantly, if you see your class inside, walk away.
Why would you even? But that if you hang on, if you see your class inside, that means you're in the school. I thought you said not to go to the school. Or is this just a random like?
Several
I don't know.
students across the state have reported strange occurrences this week. Classmates they don't remember, lessons that don't end, windows that
Oh,
show
that just sounds like normal school, if you ask me.
something wrong. Those who entered their school buildings today have not yet been recovered. We are currently unsure what or who is inside. We are unsure if they're still your classmates. If you hear your name called from inside, do not respond.
Once again, you shouldn't be anywhere near the school.
If your teacher calls your phone tonight, let it ring.
Okay, well there you go. Why would your teacher have your personal phone number though? Should they have your parents' number, not your? That's a little bit weird that if your teacher would have your. I'm starting to question this school. I'm starting to think there's some dodgy dealings going on in this school.
If you wake up and find your backpack already packed, do not leave your house. This message will repeat every 30 minutes for your
You know,
safety.
this reminds
Do not
me.
go to school tomorrow. You've been warned.
Yeah, don't worry, you don't have to tell me. I'm a 31-year-old man, okay? I'm not going to school. It reminds me of a time when I was sleepwalking and I went to pack my school bag with my shoes for some reason, because in the UK you have a school uniform. I mean, it looks smart, I guess. It looks like formal and stuff, but the kids were far from formal, let's be honest. Then my mum caught me and was like, Ryan, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm just making some toast. That's what I said. I'm making some toast as I was putting bread. See? It wasn't bread, it was my shoes. That's probably where my brain goes. My brain is so... I have a lot of that happen, by the way, where I wake up and I'm kind of still in my dream. And then I know that I was dreaming, but it sometimes takes me a while. It's so weird. Your crush is not human. Okay, so listen, like, this is the excuse. If you get rejected... I'm joking. They're human, okay? Let's just put that out there.
And you didn't message them first. Pause. It might
Pause.
not be them. We've received multiple reports of
Oh, so you're saying if my crush gets in touch with me, then it's definitely not them, right? Oh, I see how it is. Okay.
anomalies spreading through private messaging apps, often disguised as someone you think about frequently. They don't show up randomly. They wait.
Think about
and
Keanu
they
Reeves.
watch. At first, it seems normal. Your phone vibrates late at night.
Yeah.
No group chats, no memes, just one notification. From the person you've liked for months. It says, "Hey, I was just thinking about you." You freeze, you smile, you start typing back, but then 3 dots appear.
Uh-oh.
Typing. Still typing.
I was just
Still
wondering, can I interest you in my pyramid scheme?
typing. It never stops. You wait. 30 seconds, then a minute. You lock your phone. When you check again, it's still typing. You start to wonder, is it just a glitch? But then the typing bubble disappears, and a voice note appears.
Oh,
No
okay.
preview, just tap to listen. You open it. There's no voice, just
Okay.
breathing.
Oh,
But it's
nice.
not
Freaky
there.
stuff.
After the voice note,
He's not there breathing.
you check their profile. Their profile picture is different now. Their eyes are wide open.
Oh my
You swear
goodness.
they're looking directly at you. Then another message comes through.
Oh, that's...
I know you've been watching me too.
Whoa, why you... What'd you... This... I'm no
You
stalker.
didn't tell anyone about your crush.
Mm-hmm.
Not your friends. Not your family. Not even your private journal. But the messages keep coming. We've identified this pattern across multiple devices. It targets emotionally vulnerable users, especially those who experience isolation,
Damn.
unspoken crushes, or obsessive thoughts.
It's a damn shame.
It doesn't want attention.
I want...
It wants
Ooh, I want to know like the screening that happens for these higher ups officials to be like, okay, this is a problem. Like, how do they consider? Oh, hang on a sec. A lot of people's crushes are messy. What even is like the? How does that happen? You know what I mean? How do they measure that? Do people come in and phone in and be like, hey, my crush is messaging me and it's really weird because it doesn't look like what? How do they do this? You know, how do they make it so that it's like, oh, we need to make a broadcast about this? You know what I mean? What? How do they do that? That's like anyway, let's just move on.
connection. And once you reply, it learns everything it needs. If your crush texts you first, and they've never spoken to you before, don't reply. Don't open it. Don't even look at the typing bubble too long.
Wow.
Because
Just be nonchalant, man. That's what they like, apparently. This is what this analog horror is saying. Your crush wants you to be
it's
nonchalant.
still watching, and it's still typing.
It's cool if she doesn't want to speak to you. You don't want to speak to her anyway. Who cares? Oh my goodness. Well, that's definitely... Okay. So, I mean, yeah, like I said, this universe is pretty screwed. Let's be honest. You can't do anything. So if your crush messages you, bad. If your cat starts looking at you weird, bad. If the sun goes down half an hour than usual, I mean, that's probably something to be worried about. But then again, I wouldn't even notice those things, so it doesn't matter. But it just seems to be, this is a hellhole of a world, of a universe. Let's watch a couple more. My cat spoke in my voice. Now, this is what I've got to hear. I've got 2 cats, so...
You know they don't come when you call them. You say their name, shake a bag of treats, maybe tap the floor, and they
True.
just blink at you like you're the pet.
Oh, we are. We're pets to our cats, for
Tonight,
sure.
My cat came when I called. The only problem is, he didn't meow. It was late, maybe 1:30 in the morning. I was curled up in bed, scrolling aimlessly. Lights low, room quiet, except for the fan.
Mm-hmm.
My cat, Toby, wasn't in the room.
Toby?
He usually sleeps at my feet, but I
Toby the
figured he was
tabby?
off knocking something off a shelf somewhere. So I called out, Toby, come here, buddy. I didn't expect him to come. I just said it out loud out of habit.
Mm-hmm.
But a few
That's what you
seconds
do.
later, from the hallway, I heard a voice. A soft, familiar voice. Just one word. Coming. And it sounded just like me. I froze. It wasn't
said
a
coming.
meow. It wasn't footsteps. It was a voice, clear and dry, like someone mimicking a word for the first time. But it came from low to the ground. Not like someone standing in the hallway. More like someone crawling.
Yeah.
I sat up, whispered again. Toby. No response this time. Just silence. So I did what I wish I hadn't. I got up, walked slowly to the door, and looked into the dark hallway. At first I saw nothing.
So this one isn't really more of an announcement. This is more of a, just a story being told.
Then I noticed it, just at the corner of the hall, low to the floor. 2 reflective dots, eyes, watching. I relaxed. It was Toby, I thought, until it stood up. Cats don't stand on 2 legs.
Sometimes they do, but it's very, very rare.
Not like that. And this one, it was wearing a stretched human smile, like it had seen one once, and was trying to copy it.
Oh, that's not
Its
nice.
neck tilted sideways like it was waiting, and in my voice, it said again, coming. I shut the door, locked it.
Well, that's not
crawled
good.
back under the covers, heart pounding in my throat. And I waited for morning. By sunrise, it was gone. No footprints, no sound, no
Your
sign.
cat was gone.
Toby was curled at the foot of my bed like nothing happened. His usual self, grumpy, adorable, silent.
Yeah, kid of
I tried
mine.
to laugh it off. Maybe it was a dream. Maybe sleep paralysis. Maybe
Yeah.
I imagined it. Until that evening, when I opened my phone and found a voice memo I didn't remember recording.
Oh God.
It was only 4 seconds long, crackly, distorted, just one word. In my voice. Coming. I deleted it. I told myself it was a glitch. But tonight, I called Toby again, just to test it. And this time I heard scratching at the door, not on it, above it.
Oh
Whatever that
God.
thing is, it's still coming.
Oh well, that's not good. Well, that's cool. I've got 2 cats, so let's just hope they don't start walking on their hind legs and turn into skinwalkers. That reminded me at the very end there, with the voice note thing, of that story of the guy who got a voice message. Like he had a dream that he was in this like wonderland, like Alice, like I don't know, like this hellhole where there were screams all around him or whatever. He woke up and on the voice recorder machine was the sounds that he was hearing in his dream. It was almost like, I think he in his dream he like picked up the phone and tried ringing someone, and then it's kind of like Silent Hill in a way, Silent Hill 4, similar to that. And yeah, once he played it on the voice message, it was like he was hearing this very same thing from the dream. I'm not sure how or why, I don't know. There is a video on it by Shrouded Hand. If you put Shrouded Hand voice message into YouTube, go check it out. It's really, really creepy. This one has 390,000 views, and it's called The Real You Is Still Asleep. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if they are.
Hearing this, don't look at the bed. Not
Okay.
yet. If it's still there, stay calm. Don't
Yep.
move.
I'm
We'll
looking at...
explain what's happening.
Okay.
At exactly 3:41 a.m., some people report waking up and seeing themselves. Not in a mirror, not in a dream. Their body, still asleep, in their bed.
Oh, like you're astral projecting or something.
If this has happened to you, do not try to wake it up. Do not speak. And for your own safety, do not scream.
Okay, this reminds me, I know this is like a tangent, I'm sorry guys, but you know what, it's a reaction. I want to give my thoughts when they come up. It reminds me of a game called Shadow of Memories, which is about time travel, and you basically, the whole game is that you have to time travel and prevent yourself from being killed by someone who's constantly trying to kill you. It was a brilliant game, I loved it, it was fantastic. There was multiple endings. I think it was a Konami game, really cool. The voice acting was a little bit wobbly, but genuinely it was a fantastic game. Shadow of Memories on PlayStation 2. But at the very start, you're in a cafe, you wake up, and then you go get stabbed basically. Then you get this time travel device, you go back, and you can go back to that cafe where you can see yourself sleeping at the cafe. But if you touch yourself,
Oh, God damn.
you're not meant to kind of do that, and you just basically cease to exist. It's like you just disappear, because it's like you're not meant to be interacting with yourself like that. And it's almost like you touching yourself just creates this like burning effect almost. Like you touch yourself and all your cells and just everything about you evaporates. It's really cool.
The body
I want to play that
leave
game
the
again.
room immediately. If it opens its eyes, do not run. If it smiles, you have less than 2 minutes.
Less than 2
The
minutes.
dream. It's called a displacement event.
Bro, I'm going to piss all over myself.
Oh, God damn.
How dare he smile at me?
When your consciousness
Well, no, that makes it sound like I'm into that. No, I'm not into that. I'm just saying I'm asserting dominance. That's what I meant. But apparently that's how you assert dominance, by pissing on people.
before your body does. If you see yourself asleep, that version of you is not empty. Something
does that
else
mean?
might be inside,
What?
using it as a placeholder.
Oh.
It doesn't always stay asleep. Sometimes it waits for you to blink. And if you blink, it gets to decide which one of you is real.
What?
If you leave the room and pass by a mirror, look quickly.
Oh my god. What is it with this and mirrors?
If your reflection
We've learned just cover up all mirrors in this world.
stares back 1 second too long, you are not the original.
Oh, that's a
If your voice
shame.
sounds just slightly different today, you are not the speaker. If no one else seems to notice, that's because you're blending in too well.
So
in 2000
you became the entity. Ooh, what a plot twist.
2003, A man named Noah experienced a displacement. He saw himself sleeping. He backed away, followed all the instructions. He locked the door. But 2 days later, he saw himself again.
Oh, they're adding
this
music
time
now.
in the kitchen. If you see yourself twice, don't follow it. Don't speak to it.
Yeah, but what if they're in your house? What are you meant to do? Leave your own house?
Listen to what it says, even if it begs. If you feel tired during the day, but swear you never slept. If people say you've been acting strange, if your pet flinches when you walk into the room, then it's already too late.
Brilliant.
You are the one still asleep. You are the leftover version. You are the echo, pretending to be human.
I gotta be honest, I like this
If
twist.
your
It's
lights
very
just
unique.
flickered, if your screen just glitched, if you heard breathing while watching this video, then the version of you watching this isn't supposed to exist.
Oh god.
Go
Well, okay.
check your bed. If there's nothing there, you never woke up.
If there's nothing there, I never woke up. But what if I see myself sleeping? Doesn't that mean that I'm... Well, that's ridiculous, okay? That is ridiculous. Because, well, there's no winning there. So if you see yourself sleeping, that you're basically, that's them. But if you don't see yourself sleeping, you're not the original. Brilliant. Okay. I think it's within due diligence here for me to say, once again, this isn't real, guys. So, yeah, don't go freaking doing anything stupid because you think you're not real. You're real. Touch yourself. They always seem to kind of have a similar theme. Your sister, it's not your sister, that's not your mum, that's not you, you're not in that photo. Let's have a look at this. Do not see your dream.
You've dreamed of doors before.
Do not see this door,
haven't
sorry.
you? Maybe it was in a hallway that didn't quite make sense. A school you haven't been to in years. Or a childhood home, but rearranged, just slightly wrong. And in that dream, you see a door you've never seen before. It's never open, but for some reason, you always want to open it. If that ever happens again, don't open it. Don't even touch it. I'm telling you this because you were never supposed to get that far. You know the kind of dreams I'm talking about. The ones where the walls keep shifting, where the clock has no hands, where everything is familiar but no one has a face.
Wow.
And then the door appears. Sometimes wooden, sometimes metal, sometimes just pitch black, but always silent, too silent.
Yeah.
Here's what you probably don't know. The door doesn't appear to everyone, only to those who've gotten too curious, too deep in the dream, or too close to remembering something they weren't supposed to. You may think you're in control, that it's just a dream, but opening that door is the last decision you'll make in that version of yourself. There are people, real people, who opened that door. They described what they saw, not to me, but in journals, online forums, whisper posts that get deleted minutes
Whisper
later.
posts.
Some say they stepped into complete darkness. Others walked into memories they had forgotten,
Damn.
but something was wrong with them.
What do you mean?
One person said they saw themselves, asleep in bed like a mirror, but their reflection smiled first. If you ever find yourself dreaming and the hallway stretches longer than it
Do you reckon these all connect to each other, guys? Like this video directly connects to the opposite
should,
video.
if the lights flicker but there's no source, if you hear a knock,
Like for example, you become the other guy if you walk through that door. Do you know what I mean? And then when you walk through that door, you're almost like appearing into the world, but you're like watching your real self sleep. Do you know what I mean?
from the other side of a door you don't recognize, do not answer it. That
Recognize a knock.
knock is not a call, it's a signal. Something knows you're there, and it's waiting. A few nights ago, someone messaged me. They said, I saw the door again. I felt like I was being pulled toward it. I told them not to open it. They didn't reply after that.
Brilliant.
2 days later, I got a message. But it wasn't from them, just 3 words. I opened it.
Uh-oh.
If you ever see a door in your dream,
Yeah.
and everything in your body
Don't think
tells
about it.
you
Do I see doors in my dreams? I don't think I do, in honesty. Actually, no, I
Turn
guess
the
I do.
handle. Remember this video. You're not curious. You're being tested. And if you open it, something might come through with you.
Uh-oh.
So, have you seen the door before? Or worse, did you already open it?
No. But I will tell you what, guys, there is a theme. I don't know if you guys have themes in your dream or like an overall thing that you're trying to do. Like, for me, always, it's me trying to get back to my parents' house, no matter what. It's like I'm trying to get back to my parents' house, and I'm just like, along the way, some things happen that prevent me from getting there. And there have been times when I do get home, right? And the house just is like, I can only explain it as like a Unity engine game where it's like, that really harsh lighting, dark, like really sharp shadows, like nothing feels kind of real, like it is, but it isn't. It's like that kind of lighting, that really horrible lighting, and the rooms are like semi-empty. There's only just a few things that I recognize in there. And I'll go up to my bedroom, and it's the same lighting. It's like room lights, but brighter, or like not brighter, but like yellow and like really dull looking. It's hard to explain. And like I remember thinking to myself in one dream, like, because I was at my parents at the time, I was thinking, this is where I was sleeping. Where am I? Well, not where am I, but like, wasn't I just sleeping a minute ago? And I don't know, it's just this weird, like, nothing felt real. It felt like everything was off. It gave me that kind of vibe. That's what this reminded me of. You know what, guys, we're going to watch one more, okay? And it's going to be this one here. Your teacher is not human. So, let's have a little look.
Emergency broadcast. School district alert. Number 47. Attention all
Number 47. There's been 46 of these before.
students, faculty,
Just leave at this point.
and parents. This is an urgent notification from the school board. As of 8:45 a.m. this morning,
That's at 8
multiple
a.m.
classrooms have reported severe behavioral anomalies among teaching staff. If your instructor has failed to blink during lessons for more than 72 consecutive hours, do not approach them.
70. Well, he was going to say seconds. You 72 hours. How am I meant to keep measure on that? You want me to follow them home?
Do not make direct
But imagine that being taught by someone that's constantly like that. Okay, guys, so today we're going to be learning about pi. Oh my god, this is really hard. I'm trying to keep my eyes open. Ah, Jesus. All right, here we go. Let's try again. Okay, guys, so today we're going again. Today we're going to be learning about the Great West, ladies and gentlemen, and the 49ers. We're going to be learning about the Homesteaders. Ah, I blinked again. That's
eye
insane.
contact. Most importantly, do not remind them to blink. The
Yeah.
first signs are subtle. A math teacher staring just a second too long at the chalkboard. A history
What? They might just be having an off day, though. This is just teaching you to be paranoid about the most subtlest things.
professor whose eyelids never flutter, even when chalk dust clouds the air. By day 2, their
You see his eyes burning pink. Ah!
corneas will appear unusually glossy, like wet glass.
Oh,
By day
okay.
3, you'll notice their lips moving slightly when no one is looking, repeating the same phrase in a whisper too quiet to decipher. This is not exhaustion. This is not a medical condition. The unblinking staff members are not sick. They've been replaced. The
Uh-oh.
real teachers are still in the building. We found them in the boiler room, the janitor's closet,
In the boiler room?
even folded inside the gym mats.
Ah!
Their eyelids were removed with surgical precision. Their mouths are sewn shut with what appears to be human hair.
Oh, okay. So they've been cloned, basically, and their bodies are in the school.
If you suspect your teacher is affected, follow these instructions exactly. First, discreetly pass a note to the nearest administrator, but do not write on
What if the administrator is also a clone?
lined paper. They're attracted to the grooves. Second, if the teacher
Wait,
begins
what?
writing on the board in perfect cursive, immediately look away. That's not English they're transcribing. Third, and most critically, if your teacher's reflection ever appears in a window or mirror, while their real body is turned away, close your eyes and count to 7. The thing
7?
wearing
They're so specific. How did they learn to do all these?
their skin can only mimic sight, not comprehension.
See, this is what I'm talking about with the whole research thing and like how do they know to like make this an alert system? Because surely they need test subjects It must have been going on for a while, is what I mean, for these things, for them to be like, okay, this is what you need to do to avoid it. This is what they look like. It's like, in order for them to know all that information, they have to have been tested for at least a year or a couple of months at least. You know what I mean?
What the school board hasn't told you. This started in 1987.
Oh my God, not 1987.
The original unblinking teacher was never found because she never left. She's been promoting staff members who exhibit exceptional focus for decades. The current principal hasn't blinked since his hiring in 2003.
My goodness.
This broadcast will self-destruct in 60 seconds
Self-destruct? I'm going to say you're going to break my TV?
to protect remaining students. One final warning. Check your own blink rate as you watch this.
Yep.
If you realize you haven't blinked since the message began, put your head between your knees and wait for the screaming to stop.
What?
They always scream when the transfer completes. God help the class of 2024. Transmission ends.
Okay, now you're going to blow up my TV. Brilliant stuff. God, I would hate to live in this universe, guys. Your teachers are freaking skinwalkers. Your cats are skinwalkers. You can't look in mirrors because you might not be real. You can't really go to sleep because you might not wake up in your body. My God, just put a bullet in me. End it. You know what I mean? I'm done with this. What's the point in living in this world, okay? You can't live in a world like this. That's not living. That's just surviving. And, you know, I want to live. I don't want to just survive. I want to thrive. Well, there we go, guys. That was Dead Signal VHS. Obviously, they had some of their inspirations from other analog horrors there. They're using some of the images there. And, you know, I will link the inspirations down below for sure, so you guys can check those out. I like the whole, I like this style. But what I would recommend to the creator is maybe try and create your own entities. I mean, towards like the end, you were like doing your own thing. That just doing this alone with like just the little stick men is more than enough. But if you really wanted to use like creepy stuff, try and create your own thing. You know, maybe like, yeah, I'd just recommend try and create something uncanny. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Because it's cool using other people's things, but if you're gonna use other people's works, definitely credit them in your descriptions, because you're basically just taking their designs and like putting them as your own. And I gotta call that out when I see it, because, you know, everyone that you kind of put in there, I support and I have supported in the past. So yeah, that's the only thing I would say. Other than that, though, I did like that. It was very unique. I liked some of the stories here. This one, If You See Yourself Sleeping, Run. They were very good. So guys, be sure to go subscribe to Dead Signal VHS. They will be linked in the description down below. Go check out everyone else as well. That'll be linking in there. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed, why not leave a like, rate, and subscribe? I'm nearly at 200,000 subscribers, and about 60% of you aren't subscribing to me but are watching my videos. Just subscribe. You can always just, you know, change your mind later. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you did enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, guys.